So I was listening to the press conference about the fucking child vaccine, whatever. But I don't want to talk about that. What I do want to point out is that young female who was standing behind Trump, who somehow was able to speak about this, even though she's not a doctor, a public health official, whatever. But she said something that is wildly inaccurate. She said this country was built upon freedom. Words matter. There's a reason why two terms exist: freedom and liberty. This country was built upon liberty, not freedom. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It was not life, freedom, and the pursuit of, it was liberty. Freedom and liberty are not the same thing. People who are incarcerated right now, who cannot choose to do something, have no freedom. They're not allowed and prevented from acting on their own free will while they're in the confines of the prison system. When you are a normal citizen walking out in the country, you have liberty to do as you wish. You also have the freedom to do as you wish because nobody is physically preventing you from doing anything. Nobody is preventing you from walking into somebody's house and just unaliving everybody. You do not have the liberty because there's laws against it, and you will be held accountable or face consequences for that. But you have the freedom to do that. When it comes to vaccines, you have the freedom not to be vaccinated. When you're at the hospital and you give birth, your child doesn't have to have vaccines. You can decline them. There are a ton of exemptions and reasons why that people can't get vaccines, and you can still participate in public schools. Nobody is forcing you with a pew-pew to your head to get any vaccine at all. You have the freedom to do all of that. You have the liberty to do all of that. You just don't have the liberty to participate in certain public institutions because if you don't have certain vaccines, then you become a threat to people that don't have the vaccines or can be infected. One of the most prime examples of this is immunocompromised individuals. They cannot get vaccines because it will literally kill them. So what happens is if everybody else is vaccinated and nobody else can get sick, then those immunocompromised people cannot get sick because the virus can't find a way into the community. This is what is called herd immunity. Vaccine policy not only exists to protect the individual, but also the community. It's called public health. But you still have the freedom and the liberty to not do it. But all in all, stop confusing the words freedom and liberty because they're not the same.